All right, good evening. Welcome to the channel here. Um, in this video, I just kind of wanted to talk about a little bit more about being on YouTube. It's kind of a fascinating thing to me. So I like to talk about that. I'll make lots of videos, I'm sure, over the course of the time that I'm on here talking about YouTube stuff and doing it. So you know, I was interested in doing YouTube, and I finally just decided to go for it. I'm almost 51 here, and I left my job in March, so taking a little time off for myself, and I decided I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm gonna try it out and see how that goes for me. See if I can get an audience. And I listened to some of the stuff, right? There's all kinds of YouTube experts out there, right? And they tell you, the 5 steps you need to do, the 10 steps you need to do. These are the 5 things you shouldn't do. These are whatever it is. You need to, post on a schedule. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to really make good, tons of information. And that's kind of what was holding me back at first, right? Because all that's information coming into your head, and it's all that stuff that creates the self-doubt and the negative, and you start to see everything through that distorted lens. So I just push all that stuff away, and I just come on here and just do it because I want to do it, and that's what anybody should do. Um, it, I know there's all kinds of rules and stuff that people have out there about how to do it. Um, I don't listen to that though. I don't care what the rules are. It doesn't matter. And anybody that's interested in doing this, don't no one should care what the rules are, for the quote unquote being successful on YouTube. You're successful on YouTube is, as far as I'm concerned, if you want to do this and you just get on here and start posting videos, you're successful at doing it. That's how I view it. I'm successful because I'm just posting, I'm building a catalog on YouTube, and I don't care what the rules are. I don't script anything, everything's off the top of my head. Maybe I ramble sometimes, but that's how I want it to be. I just want genuine, I want thoughts to roll off the top of my head. I just want to speak what I'm feeling at that moment. And so that's kind of how I do it. Maybe it doesn't jive with all the rules, but you know what? Doesn't matter to me. This is what I want to do, so I'm doing it. And that's how I think we should all approach YouTube. Any of us that want to do this should approach it. Because if you get too wrapped up in all that stuff, the rules and the equipment and all these other things, you'll never do it. You'll never do it. Just get on here and do it. It's not that difficult. Before I got on here, I was like, well, what am I going to talk about? I think I'm kind of boring. Um, but again, I think I'm boring, but that isn't for me to decide. That's for my audience to decide. You know, there's probably people out there that want to hear what I have to say, so they will decide whether I'm boring or not. And that's just kind of my approach to doing YouTube. That's how I'm going to do it. And that's how you should do it too if you want to do this. Just get on here and do it, and don't listen to all the stuff out there, the information is good. I appreciate the information and the knowledge that a lot of people bring. Um, it seems like every other channel that pops up for me is a video on how to do YouTube, with all the experts. So I do appreciate that advice, and I do look at it to see what people are saying. Um, but at the end of the day, I don't really do that stuff. I don't care what the rules are. The rules, for how I'm going to do YouTube are the rules that I make up as I go along. those are the rules for me. So that's how I think you should look at it too. So, and then yeah, if you're new, if this is like the first video you're seeing on my channel, I just kind of talk about whatever um, on here. Uh, this is therapeutic for me to be on here, open up and talk. You know, I'm usually quiet, don't really put myself out there. So I kind of enjoy this process. And I just talk about whatever. I mean, I'm interested in the human condition and the way we think and the way we all get through life and everything like that. It's kind of fascinating to me. It's interesting how we all see things and approach life. That's interesting, and that's what I talk about. But I also talk about all kinds of other stuff. I just did a video talking about building my first PC. You know, I'll just talk about whatever I want to talk about. I'll just come on here, make a video, and hopefully I can get a community and we can have a back and forth exchange and people can post topics that they want to talk about or any questions about me or whatever, and we can talk about that stuff and have that back and forth in that community. I would enjoy that. That would be nice. So hopefully that can happen. It would be nice to be monetized, you know. I mean, a little extra passive income never hurts anybody. But I think if you come on YouTube, that should be the lowest priority. Being monetized and making money should be a very low priority for you. That's something I would like, but it's really low on my priority list. My main goal is to just get on here and do this and hopefully have a community that follows me. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. And then the rest will just fall into place after that. So hopefully that was helpful to somebody, give somebody some inspiration about doing this. And, you know, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because I don't think I'm anything special here. So just a regular dude in the country, you know, another guy out there in the United States, one person amongst hundreds of millions of other people, you know, nothing special about me. So if I can do it, you can do it. So, you know, like and subscribe, check out my channel and my other videos on there. If you do subscribe, make sure you have on notifications so my videos get pushed out to you when I release new stuff. And that is where I'm going to leave it, I think, this evening. So looks like we got a storm blowing in here. Let me show you guys. Hopefully you can see it. Looks like might be a nasty, windy, rainy one that's coming in. So, but yeah, that's where I'll leave the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.